Hello children, I once again welcome back you to the online session. Yes, in the previous slot what we had discussed about the process of digestion in human beings. I hope you are clear that you know how the digestion process takes place in our body. Yes or no? Now we are going to see about the digestion process in grass eating animals. What is that? Digestion process in grass eating animals. Okay, tell me some grass eating animals. Yes, tell me some grass eating animals. Very good. Cow, goat, buffalo. Yes, cow, horse, and then deer. So these are all some of the examples of grass eating animal. So now we are going to see about how the digestion process takes place in these animals. Shall we go? Yes. So now we are going to see about the digestion in cow. So it is a grass eating animal, right? So this cow, have you seen that grazing cow? How the cow grazes? It used to sit and eat very slowly, yes? No, they used to eat it fast in hurry berry and send it into their stomach and store there. Yes? After that process is over, when they are at rest, they take that digested food, that eaten food again into their mouth, chew it and then make it completely digested. Yes? So, these grass eating animals swallow grass. So, the grass eating animals swallow grass and then store it in a separate part of stomach. They store it in a separate part of stomach. That is called as rumen. What is that? Rumen. So, the partially digested food which is present in the rumen is called cud. What is that? Cud. C-U-D, cud. So, the grasses which are swallowed by them are stored in rumen, that partially digested food. So, they are not completely digested, only half. Okay. So, these are called as cud. Okay. See, you are able to see here the structure of rumen. So, the completely digested food is there. The food which they are eaten today, that is now, they are stored and some of it is filled with gases. Okay. And they again take this out and then start digesting. Okay. So next, first we have seen about rumen. And then what's the next process? Rumination. So I said you that cud, right? The cud which is stored in the stomach later comes out to returns it to the mouth in small lumps. Small lump is nothing but a small quantity. So it comes again to the returns again to the mouth in small quantity and the cow starts again chewing. Okay, the cow starts to chew again. So this chewing process is called as rumination and these kinds of animals are called as ruminants. See here we have seen about 4 points. Yes, what is that first one? Rumen. Yes, where the partially digested food is stored is called as rumen. And then what is that? Second one? Cud. So that partially digested food is called as cud. And then, so that cud again returns to the mouth in small lumps and the cows start chewing it again for the complete digestion. So this process of chewing is called as rumination and the type of animal which do this process are called as ruminants. See here, look at this picture, you are able to see here, right? So it is chewing. What is this chewing process called as? Rumination. You are able to see the mouth, right? So that food comes again to the mouth in small lumps and it start to chew again. So the cow eat the food with grasses. So the grasses are rich in cellulose. The grasses are rich in cellulose. Only cows mean that the grass eating animals are able to digest that. But we human beings, if we eat that grass, we are not able to digest that because that the bacteria which is used for the digestion of grass is not present in our body, but it is present in that animal body. So we are not able to digest that grass because due to the absence of that bacteria. Okay, shall we go to the next one? So see, I'm going to explain you about the digestion process in cow. So what is this? Cow, this is the digestive system. Okay, see here, first it eats the grasses, and then what happens to the grass? See, look at these green lines first. Look at that green line. So where is rumen? What is this called as rumen? Okay, what is this? Rumen. Okay. So look at this green line. So that partially digested food goes and then stored here. It is stored there. It again comes out. See here, look at this green line. It again comes out. Now it's into that red color. Okay. So it again returns to the mouth. See here, again it starts chewing. Again it starts chewing. After that process is completed, it goes, see these blue lines now. It again goes and stored here. So here that absorption, so and the unabsorbed food are sent out. See here, we are able to see these black color lines, right, arrows. So these unabsorbed food are undigested food. So they are sent out through the intestine out. First look at this green. So they enter into the stomach. Again, see here, look at this red line. They returns to the mouth. After that, look at this blue line. After the process is completed, they again stored here. And then the undigested food are sent out through the intestine. That is indicated in black line. Now, I hope you are clear with the digestive system of cow. Yes. Next, what we are going to see? Next, we are going to see about the digestion in grass eating animal is over. Next, digestion process in amoeba. Now, we are going to see about the digestion process in amoeba. Okay. So, the mode of nutrition in amoeba is holozoic. Yes or no? And the mode of nutrition in human beings is also holozoic or heterotrophic. That is, they are depend on others. They are not able to prepare their own food. So, the process of obtaining food by amoeba is called phagocytosis. The process of obtaining food by amoeba is called phagocytosis. Okay. See, you are able to see the structure of amoeba here. Whether how many cells does the amoeba have? Whether it is unicellular or multicellular? Yes, amoeba is unicellular. It has only one cell. That one cell is responsible for the whole process. Yes, like digestion, respiration, reproduction, all are controlled only by that one cell. So, amoeba is a unicellular organisms, but human beings are multicellular organisms. Okay. So, what are all the steps involved in digestion of amoeba? So, the steps which are involved in the digestion of amoeba are same as that of the human beings. So, they are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and then digestion. So, these are all the steps which are involved in the digestion of amoeba. So, see here first, they doesn't have any proper shape. They are irregular in shape. See here, as I said you already, for capturing food, they use their false feet. What is that false feet called as? Very good, pseudopodia. Yes, the false feet which is used for capturing food is called as pseudopodia. See here, it's get enlarged. Yes, it is extending its food. What is that called as? Pseudopodia. So after that, see, it captures the food. It's lunchtime for it, so it captures its food. That is, the insects or that microorganism get captured inside it. Okay. So these are the digestion process in amoeba. First, what happens? It is nucleus which is present in the center. If the food particle is present here, it extends its false feet called pseudopodia. See here, it extends and then it is captured. So the food materials get captured here and it goes into that amoeba. And then next what happens? Yes. So it is digested with the help of food vacuole. See, in human beings, we have mouth, digestive system, all the parts. But the amoeba do not have any separate organs for the digestion. So, the digestion process completely takes place in the food vacuole. See here, so the food is digested in the food vacuole and then it is assimilated, that is the energy is absorbed and then transferred. In the last, the waste materials are ejected out to the surroundings. So what is this figure 1 and 2 represent? The figures 1 and 2 represent the ingestion process and then figure 2 and 3 represents digestion process. And then 3 is absorption. See, you are able to see the red color, right? But here it goes on decreasing. So the food gets absorbed by the amoeba. After that, assimilated, that is, it is used by the body for doing various, that is like moving, reproduction. So that amoeba, it usually multiplies. It is able to, it has the capacity of multiplying it. They are able to divide. They can divide by itself and then became 2. So, and the last step, what is that? Digestion. So, what happened? The undigested food materials are sent out. Yes, up to this, I hope you are clear. We have seen digestion in human beings, grass eating animals, and then digestion in amoeba. Okay. So, it is the difference between digestion in human beings and then digestion in amoeba. Human beings have mouth, but the amoebas do not have any mouth. In human beings, we have digestive juices, but the amoeba, only food vacuole is used for digesting the food. Okay. And then digestion of carbohydrates, protein, fat in human beings takes part in different levels. But in amoeba, all the process are held together only inside the food vacuole. So, if the lesson nutrition in animals comes to your mind, what is the point to be remembered? So, what is the first one we had seen about nutrition and then modes of feeding and then human digestive system. What we had seen? Human digestive system and then so digestion in grass eating animals, yes, and then digestion in amoeba. So these are all the points to be remembered in this lesson. What is that? Nutrition, mode of feeding, and then human digestive system. There are various process involved, 5 steps. Keep that 5 steps in your mind always. The same is for the amoeba also, and then digestion in grass eating animal. Yes. Then, so these are all the important points which are to be remembered in this lesson. So the mode of feeding varies. The human beings chew their food, but the honeybees they suck nectar. So the mode of feeding varies from organism to another organism. And then human digestive system consists of alimentary canal and then secretory glands. These are together called as digestive system. These are together called as digestive system. What is that 5-step process? Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation means using it for various purpose and then egestion, that is a waste or sent out. So what is the gland associated with it? Liver, pancreas. So liver secretes bile juice stored in gallbladder. Pancreas secretes pancreatic juices and then small intestine secretes intestinal juices. Stomach secretes digestive juices. And coming to the next, so the grass eating animals like cow, buffaloes and deer are known as ruminants. Why they are called as ruminants? So the chewing process, they do rumination. So the food which enters into their stomach again returns to their mouth and they chew it. So it is called as rumination process and these kinds of animals are called as ruminants. And in amoeba it has false feet called pseudopodia. So it helps in capturing their food and it is digested in the food vacuole. Yes. So I hope up to this you are clear. If you have any doubt, just discuss with me. I thank you all for listening the class.